Hi, guys. I believe I am live. I hope you guys are as excited as I am for this masterclass. I will be keeping my video off for today's class to hopefully make sure there are no lags in connection and so that I can keep my focus by paying attention to my slides and notes so I don't miss anything important. With that being said, this means I will come back and reply to all of the comments after I end class. Regardless, I encourage you to say, hey, let me know that you're here with me, whether you're catching this live or you're on the replay. And as we go through class, let me know if things are making sense or resonating with you so that I can continue to ensure I am making valuable content for you in the future. I will be doing a follow-up Q&A live next week to answer any questions that come up or that people may have in general around manifesting and inner healing. So if you have any questions about what we go over in today's class, be sure to leave them in the comments below or on a Q&A thread that I post inside of the Facebook group tomorrow. I want to thank you all for joining me for today's class. You could literally be binging Netflix right now, but you're choosing to expand your mind and learn with me today. And for that, I am genuinely grateful. So I just want to acknowledge the fact that all of you are winning for choosing growth today. And with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into class. So I want to start by asking a really important question. Are you blocking yourself from consistently manifesting an overflow of abundance in your life and business? Well, we're about to find out in today's class. Most of the entrepreneurs I talk to often face challenges in manifesting their desired outcomes that can lead them to doubt their ability to maintain success. I have narrowed these setbacks into 4 problem areas. Number 1, having a lack of direction and no realistic plan in place, which can result in frustration and inconsistency in action taking. Number 2, trying to control outcomes, which usually leads to impatience and narrowed perspectives that end up limiting the potential possibilities available to them. Number 3, having a limited or disempowering mindset, which typically causes procrastination, self-sabotage, and perfectionism that will inevitably hinder consistent growth. Number 4, being disconnected from intuition and divine guidance, which will typically manifest as stress, stagnation, and lack of inspiration in creative responsibilities. Most entrepreneurs are taught that if they fake it until they make it, it'll work itself out. But here's what I know to be true. Affirmations, sweeping the fear, doubt, and insecurities under the rug until they disappear, will only be a Band-Aid method. And even though it may help create results, the results won't be consistent or maintainable. The solution is in facing the things we instinctively want to avoid. If it makes you uncomfortable, that's good. It means growth is on the other side. However, if you only ever ignore, avoid, or cover up the discomfort, all of the unlimited magic and abundance that you carry inside of you will always remain just out of reach. You may get taste of it at times, but to consistently maintain results that allow you to create an overflow of abundance, you will need unwavering certainty, inner strength, unquestionable clarity, and a mindset that will be optimal for allowing the law of attraction to carry your manifestations to you with ease. My name is Heather, and I am a manifestation business strategist and intuitive healer. I empower high-performing entrepreneurs to create their dream careers by guiding them to personalized growth strategies. Together, we align their business with their individual wants and needs, allowing them to scale and achieve consistent abundance overflow on their terms. I help entrepreneurs embody their highest selves and build an authentic online presence that attracts ideal clients, teaching them to create unique branding that stands out and how to use aligned organic and paid marketing strategies so they can harness the power of the law of attraction and effortlessly achieve their goals. I have successfully manifested and scaled 2 businesses over the past decade, as well as mastering my own inner healing, which has allowed me to attract my twin flame, be the mother I always wanted to be, and overall create a life that was once just a dream. In today's class, I will be going over a framework I call the Trilogy of Manifestation Mastery that I use to create success for myself and my clients. This trilogy works because it addresses the underlying limitations that hold individuals back from manifesting their desires. By gaining clarity, surrendering to the process, and connecting to the divine guidance, individuals can overcome self-doubt, attract opportunities aligned with their values, and create extraordinary results. As I continue to explain each portion of this framework, I believe you too will see that it is evident embracing discomfort, facing fears, and nurturing the inner self are the keys to unlocking manifestation mastery and living a truly fulfilling life. Secret number 1 is creating divine clarity and recognition. Most people I work with are multi-passionate. They have big dreams and want to accomplish many different goals. The problem is they don't have clarity around how they will make these extraordinary dreams come true. They have lots of ideas, but no clarity on how to execute them or bring them to life. They have some systems and processes for building or scaling their businesses while living their dream personal lives, but results aren't consistent and can feel like it's pulling teeth to manage it all. This is causing them to overwork without making the progress they expect to make, leaving them feeling frustrated and discouraged. Typically, they are missing out on what really matters to them in life, which is their connection to their loved ones, or worse, they end up pushing their loved ones away due to their frustration. Also skipping out on taking time to spend with themselves in states of relaxation, which is the most optimal state for the inspiration and creativity that is necessary for creating million-dollar breakthroughs to begin with. This cycle is ultimately keeping them from being able to live the life they want to live while achieving their dreams in a realistic and manageable way, leaving them feeling resentful and unfulfilled, making it seem like they have to sacrifice family for wealth or vice versa. I empower my clients to clarify their goals and values, enabling them to realistically achieve their dreams while embracing the present moment. This approach prevents regrets, burnout, and missed experiences associated with sacrificing everything for future success. Together, we create realistic target outlines that map out their desired outcomes and allow them to honor their work-life balance. This process facilitates clear progress tracking and boosts confidence in action taking. The target outline reveals the best starting point, visually showing how it connects to the achievement of their goals. We break down goals into manageable steps, assessing the necessary factors for success. With a clear plan in place, they can allocate their time effectively and achieve their income goals without compromising their well-being. Ultimately, the goal is to attain clarity, create a feasible path to success, and take the best first step toward their desired outcomes. Step number 1 would be getting clear about what goals you are working toward achieving are. How much income are you wanting to bring in monthly or annually with your current business? What kind of business are you wanting to start up? What personal goals are you wanting to achieve around your relationships, health, or spirituality, along with these career goals? Step number 2 is working it backwards to find the starting line for achieving your ultimate goals. What we need to do is figure out what step number 1 is for us to move toward the life we want to be living so that we can master it. Without knowing what step 1 is, the rest of the path to success won't be able to unfold, and we will continue the cycle of overworking without making ideal progress. What I have found to be true is that when you have a realistic plan in place, you are actually able to work less while getting more done, which leaves you feeling joyful and excited. And these are the exact feelings you need to feel on a consistent basis in order to amplify your manifestations to come to you in the quickest way. Step number 3 is about setting your priorities and schedule for success. What are the most important things to you in your life? What are the things in this life that make you the happiest? Being clear on what your priorities and goals are will allow you to create a plan and a realistic schedule for yourself that will allow you to feel fulfilled in all areas of your life and create optimal balance between personal life and work life. Meet one of my clients, Ellie. Her main challenge was fear of setting boundaries and prioritizing herself due to her upbringing as the oldest child. This pattern had followed her in her workplace, where she was undervalued and overworked. To address this, we spent time with the root cause of the pattern and gave her inner child what she needed so she could feel safe enough to set clear goals and create a practical plan for her to achieve the life she wanted to have. We determined her income goals, identified the number of clients she would need to achieve it, and established realistic working hours that were suitable for self-care and time for her 3 kids. Through our target outline, we crafted a manageable plan for transitioning from her 9-to-5 job to work as an energy healer. This visionary plan allows her to safely make career transitions and gradually build her dream career without stress. Ellie is a single mother of 3, so creating this target outline for her to be clear on what the small steps were she needed to take to reach her goals were necessary. The target outline, along with knowing her priorities, are what allowed us to create clear visuals around how she would realistically be able to achieve her goals while being able to put herself first and spend more time with her kids all at the same time, which gave her the excitement she needed to take action and make her dreams become her reality. I talk a lot about how your success is just on the other side of your fears or limitations. What I know to be true from my experience is that the universe did not put us here only to live for our life purpose, talents, or skills. We are here to experience everything we could ever want. And if you are anything like me or my client Ellie, you want to serve others in an extraordinary way, but you also want to have lots of time with your family, time for self-care and adventures. And we can't do that if we're always working. There is more to this life than our career and the way we serve the world. I believe we are meant to serve in many ways through our skills, passions, and through being present for what we love the most. The only way this is going to happen is if we embrace our fear of letting go of the multiple focuses or the fear of needing to achieve it all at once, so we can break it down into small steps that are realistic, manageable, and leave space for us to fully live our lives while we get from where we are to where we want to be. This brings us to secret number 2, which is surrendering and detachment. The most common thing I see preventing people from achieving this part of the trilogy is imposter syndrome and settling for the idea that you can't have everything that you want, thinking you'll always have to sacrifice one thing to have another. From my experience in this field, a telltale sign that you are experiencing some form of limiting belief in terms of achieving your goals is disease, stress, anxiety, overthinking, frustration, or any form of emotional strain. Something I have heard from other coaches and mentors in my field that I disagree with is that in order for you to be successful, you need to ignore your doubts and excuses, push through, fake it until you make it, and do it anyways. Meanwhile, there may be a level of this that is required to move through the limiting belief. I consider this to be more of a Band-Aid method without all of the deeper inner work. The problem with the Band-Aid method is that it will not solve the limitation at its root, and the pattern of self-doubt, self-sabotage, and emotional frustration will arise again and again until you actually face the limitation head on, acknowledge it, learn from it, and nurture it so that the resistance is eliminated altogether. Otherwise, I have seen several instances where people will build really successful careers that will crumble and sometimes be lost fully to the disruptive nature of an unhealed pattern of a limitation. I have experienced personally and worked with clients who have experienced this type of loss that is a testament to the destruction that can happen if you fake it until you make it, sweep the uncomfortable feelings under the rug, and just push through. The universe has a way of making those methods stop working and to face all of the discomfort at once by showing you it wasn't built on a very strong foundation. To build a strong foundation for success, we must delve into the deeper work of facing our uncomfortable patterns, thoughts, and insecurities. These aspects hold the key to our success by serving us as warning signals and guiding us to make logical decisions. By acknowledging and working with them, they no longer hold us back, but instead keep us safe and informed. Consider the early stages of a romantic relationship. Discomfort arises when something feels off, making us question ourselves, the person, and our situation. However, if we ignore or dismiss these signals or tell ourselves it's nothing, they may go away temporarily, but will continue to show up again and again until they are addressed and worked through. If we never address them, the relationship will typically come to a destructive and sometimes traumatic end. However, if we're honest about our concerns, doubts, or insecurities with open communication on both ends, the uncomfortable feelings can be resolved. The connection in the romance can grow bigger and better, and the resistance can be eliminated altogether. Similarly, in the beginning of my own coaching career, I faced frustration when trying to put myself out there on social media, sharing my authentic message. Taking the time to examine my fears and concerns revealed the real reason behind my hesitation. I was afraid my message would be ridiculed or rejected by the public, and that my teachings weren't going to be as significant as I hoped for them to be. By confronting this fear, I was able to address its probability and importance. Although rejection was a genuine possibility, I had to decide what mattered more, others' opinions or the importance of my message. Once I put my fear into this perspective, I was able to genuinely decide that even if I was the only person who ever heard or cared about my teachings, it would be enough because I know how much this work has changed my own life. Embracing my fear and moving through it fully empowered me to show up authentically, make mistakes, and confidently share my deepest insights. This shift contributes to the success of my thriving business I have today, as I wouldn't be here with you had I not overcome this roadblock. Confirming that this process is essential in being able to make dreams manifest into reality. Meet my client, Sue. She initially struggled with fears that her program wasn't good enough to attract clients and lacked confidence in inviting people to get on calls with her so she could invite them to an opportunity of working with her. Together, we uncovered a childhood wound that dimmed her inner light and made her feel voiceless. This pattern of playing small and giving up had persisted throughout her life. Although Sue had achieved some success in her coaching business, she worried about its sustainability and considered walking away. Through our work, we identified the missing structure in her program and implemented systems that allowed her to confidently guide her clients. We acknowledged that her fear were her messengers telling her that there were pieces of the puzzle missing in her program, keeping her from her fullest potential to be confident as the expert she is. By healing her inner child and reigniting her inner light, along with identifying her fears and seeing them for the messengers they are, Sue gained unshakable confidence in her authority and is now able to show up authentically in her content and joyfully interact with potential clients while creating new products she can be confident in. This transformation allows her to consistently scale her high-ticket offers, create passive income, and work towards her ultimate goal of retiring her husband. Maybe you are beginning to notice a theme in this class. With extreme confidence, I know the key to massive success lies in your ability to get massively uncomfortable. In order for a caterpillar to become a butterfly, it must first literally go within itself in the darkest place and melt into goo, or in other words, its most vulnerable form, before it can have the strength and the foundation to break open the cocoon and survive as a beautiful butterfly that has now reached its fullest potential to fly. Which brings us to our third and final secret of awakening divine intuitive abilities. One common mistake I see in pursuing abundance and extraordinary results is relying solely on external rules and attempting to navigate the journey alone without connecting to higher realms for support. In my own entrepreneurial journey, I lacked a connection to divinity and intuition. Consequently, I undervalued my work and constantly had to lower my prices to attract clients. I sacrificed my time and energy, believing that long hours and discounted rates were necessary for success. This situation arose from two factors: unresolved limiting beliefs around my worth and the value of my services, and the mistaken notion that overworking and offering discounts were the only paths to success. To truly thrive, it's essential to tap into our inner guidance and seek support from higher realms, rather than just relying solely on external rules and exhausting ourselves. By aligning with our divinity and intuition, we can transcend limiting beliefs, honor our worth, and pursue a path of abundance and fulfillment. Here's the truth. This approach came at a high cost. Following this path, I quickly grew resentful of my career and even some of my clients. I attracted low-quality clients who hesitated to pay fair rates and were difficult to work with. They waited until the last minute or until crisis arose before seeking my services. I became trapped in a cycle of needing their business just to make ends meet. Instead of gaining the certainty and beliefs that I deserved better, I found myself in a losing battle. Overworking and compromising on rates not only attracted challenging clients, but also drained my energy, time, and the ability to care for myself or enjoy life beyond work. This took a toll on my health, leaving me dissatisfied with my physical and uncomfortable in my own skin. The strain extended beyond my professional life, impacting my relationships and overall fulfillment. I share this to highlight the urgency of avoiding these costly mistakes. Continuing on this path will deplete your energy, compromise your well-being, and prevent you from experiencing the abundant life you want and deserve. It's time to break free from this cycle and embrace a new approach that aligns with your true desires and connects you with the support of higher realms. Towards the end of my first career, I discovered the power of divine guidance. It allowed me to create the experience I truly desired instead of feeling limited by what I thought I had to do. By connecting to my innate divine potential, I raised my prices, refused discounted rates, worked fewer hours, and attracted better clients. Surprisingly, I made more money while enjoying more freedom and joy in my life. Creating this connection and following my unique path became the key to attracting abundance and financial freedom. It's crucial to have a distinctive approach in how you are doing business to stand out in the market and provide something special to others. Moreover, this connection allows you to enjoy the process, taking action aligned with your well-being and highest good. You can make consistent progress while experiencing the best parts of your life without having to worry about financial struggles. An example of this that some of you may be able to relate to is trying to follow a diet plan. Maybe you are someone who has tried all of the diets and at times you get results, but they took ridiculous measures to achieve them and ended up being less than maintainable. However, if you decided to throw your hands up and ask to be shown the way, you can begin to recognize that your body can speak to you intuitively and can guide you to eat when you are truly hungry and stop eating when you are full, so that you can build practice to intuitively communicate with your body. You can achieve your health goals without ridiculous rules or sacrifice. In this example, the dieter would represent the person who isn't trusting themselves to be able to create the right way for them and ends up overworking, exhausting themselves, and pushing results by following someone else's roadmap to success that never comes with all of the details anyways. The intuitive eater represents the divine guidance of looking within to get the warning signals needed to identify what works for you as a unique individual versus what doesn't help you, to make decisions that are going to lead you to the most optimal way to achieve your goals without sacrificing your mental or physical health to get there. Connecting to divine guidance empowers you to create your own rule book for success, attract abundance, and make decisions that align with your most authentic self. Building a connection to the divine guidance and intuitive abilities you carry within you can be a goal that is both complex and simple in achieving. Meanwhile, there can be several different factors that go into creating this connection, such as building your abilities to be genuinely grateful for everything in your past, present, and potential futures, to building genuine self-love, acceptance, and forgiveness. I could do an entire masterclass on each of those alone, but for time's sake today, I want to talk about a strategy for connecting to the divine that will encompass each of those things and more. Activating your chakras and maintaining a healthy connection to them can be the simplest way to create and build an extremely powerful connection with your divine and intuitive inner abilities. The chakras are the energy centers in our body that govern our physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual experiences in this world. We are always manifesting based on what we are experiencing. If we have a negative or an out of aligned experience, we will manifest more of that. However, if we are feeling joyful, wealthy, and aligned, we will manifest more of that, allowing us to attract our dream of abundance overflow consistently. The best way to bring ourselves into alignment is through working with our chakras. When I work with clients, I go through and help them understand the 7 major chakras by teaching them an overview of each chakra, then using personalized questions to help us identify any blocks they might have in each chakra, going through the process of clarity, acceptance, or gratitude to clear the block and bring their chakra back into alignment so they can then call their manifestation in with more flow and ease. Meet my client, Shannon. She initially struggled with feeling secure enough to step out of her comfort zone and embark on a new career path. After 20 years as a postpartum doula, Shannon had a successful career, but the demanding hours and responsibilities were taking a toll on her well-being. Additionally, she felt trapped in an unfulfilling relationship due to the fear of being alone and financial obligations. All of these issues stemmed back to blocks within the chakras, and through our work together, we identified and healed the wounds of abandonment that fueled her fears and codependency. This empowered Shannon to end the relationship and focus on her new coaching business. By placing her faith in the divine, following her own pace, Shannon was able to manifest various forms of income that sustained her without needing to work at all for months at a time or rely on any type of romantic relationship, which allowed her to wholeheartedly dedicate her time and energy to growing her coaching practice on her terms, only doing business growth strategies that aligned with her on all levels of being. Surrendering to her awakened divine self and aligning with the universe, Shannon attracted abundance and manifested her desired reality with pure joy and effortless flow. Facing any fears or doubts around the unknown could be what makes the difference in your business standing out from the crowd and you being able to grow your business in a way that doesn't require you to overwork, discount your rates, or follow someone else's rule book for success. To create abundance overflow and effortlessly manifest your desires as an entrepreneur, it all boils down to these three things: gaining divine clarity on your goals and creating a realistic, sustainable plan to achieve them, letting go of control and embracing your uncomfortable fears, thoughts, and feelings, and surrendering to the magic of the universe and awakening your unique divine intuition so you can create from the highest version of your authentic and creative self. That's why I've created the Manifestation Breakthrough Group Program. This program is a 6-month manifestation container where you will learn everything you need to know about successfully executing the trilogy of manifestation mastery that you've learned here today. And here's how it will work. There will be a 7-step course along with weekly group coaching Zoom calls that will walk you through setting aligned goals, creating realistic and balanced plans to achieve them, along with how to amplify your law of attraction abilities through using the power of your words and mind, while teaching you how to face your resistance so you can make teammates out of your fears and doubts, heal and express all of your emotions intentionally so you can be emotionally aligned with abundance overflow on all levels and overcome any roadblocks standing in your way of making your dreams manifest into your reality. And learn exactly how to navigate and activate your chakras with ease so you can create an unshakable connection to your inner divine intuitive abilities. The result of this group gives you all of the tools for you to unlock your ultimate manifesting potential so that you can become a master manifester and take full control of co-creating your dream reality of abundance overflow with the divine. So let's talk about who this group program is for. This is for you if you are willing to do whatever it takes for however long it takes to achieve your legacy. You are an action taker who knows when you get the information you need, you will allow it to propel you forward and skyrocket you to where you want to be. And you are a big dreamer and you have a deep knowing that your dreams are meant to be and will be your reality. If that's you, I invite you to click the link above or below to book the group enrollment call now. This call is required to join the group because it's important to me that I ensure this is a space only filled with high achievers who will add value to the entire group. This call is only to see if you are a good fit for the group and if the group is the best next step for you to take in making your dreams become manifest. Therefore, there is zero pressure on this call as I do not align with sleazy or pushy sales tactics. And again, I will only invite you to complete enrollment at the end if it's a good fit for everyone and we are both feeling like it's a hell yes all around. With all of that being said, that's all I have for you guys today, and I'll be looking forward to connecting with everyone who is called to book their enrollment call. I want to thank you guys again for spending time with me today, and I hope that you guys got lots of value from being here. Remember, if there are any questions or feedback, please share them in the comments below, and I will reply to them shortly. I will also be doing a live Q&A next week to follow up. I'll be looking forward to hearing from everyone, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time.